Hello, everyone, and welcome back to, I don't know what we're on, week nine of UniSport Hub, of week nine of the top echelon of university sports, week nine of top quality football brought to you by yours truly and my good friend, Robert McCross. And Rob, how are we doing?
Yes, good. Well excited. Some big games. Week 9. Yeah, like you say, this is the pinnacle of university football, and it's showing it for sure. We still don't know the winners for the league. It's still super tense. But I mean, let's just get straight into the games. I mean, let's stop the talking. Head straight into the north, I think, and kick things off with two very entertaining teams in Heriot Watt versus Birmingham.
Yes, for those of you less familiar with this division, in this time of the year is what we call crunch time. Anyone's for the take in this league. And Birmingham definitely looking to make a big impact. I mean, what a ground this is, by the way, before we get into too much of the highlights. Nearly an early goal. This is the Scotland goalie we found in between the sticks. A lovely place to play football here. Rob, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but this must be the Scotland training ground.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be. It's outrageous. I don't know how they bagged this. Actually, I do know how they bagged this. It's Heriot Watt we're talking about. The absolute giants of Scottish university football. Of course, they get this ground, and it's a good little ball in. Oh, Birmingham are putting a lot of pressure on here, though, to start with.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Birmingham are the ones trying to claim the title down here. Heriot Watt struggling off the outset, haven't seemed to have much of the ball, but we know this Heriot Watt team. It's not about how many shots they take, it's about how many long throw-ins they have. It seems like the first half was pretty tough, but the goalie's striking man of the match so far. It looks like maybe just this end of the stadium is where all the action's happening though, is Heriot Watt with another chance. Oh, it's a goal, but the flag's up. Lino has to be able to see this playing in the shed, and it looks like it's been flagged off.
Yeah, just offside there, but it was a really good chance from Heriot Watt, and it's showing good signs of things to come. Ball from the edge of the box there. Can they get another one in?
Yeah, Birmingham need to keep this on the ground, and they do, but this goalie is just a Mickey take. I am not convinced that they have not just found the national under-21s hiding around in the stands. I can't take my mind off the windows, but here we go, another long throw in. It's not the furthest one we've seen this season. We will be giving awards out for that, but it's a great shot, and the goalie saves again. How this game is 0-0, I'm sure the Birmingham players will be kicking themselves if they've not managed to score a goal here.
Yeah, that was an absolute strike there. But yeah, end to end stuff completely. Can they squeeze something just to get that little win at the end? No, it looks like it's going to be a nil-nil point split between the two sides.
Yeah, well, it was a good display though. That's what we call a nil-nil thriller at Preston North End. Yeah, fantastic football from both teams. I think Heriot Watt will be happy to take the point. It leaves them pretty much in a good position for the table. I think compared to last season, they'll be happy with where they are. And again, Birmingham taking points away from home, they won't mind that at all against what is an established team at this level. As Birmingham, I think, can call themselves now as well. Robert, would you agree?
Yeah, definitely agree. I feel like when it's a game where both teams are happy with a point, usually ends with a point. You can see they were like putting the pressure on, but realistically, I think they'll both take that. Gives them good positions going into the last few games of the season. But yeah, we've got to take a look at the other results. And I think before we start celebrating the wins here, we've got to look at these losses because the two teams right at the bottom, Newcastle and Loughborough, both suffering quite big defeats.
Yeah, it just goes to show. It just goes to say this time last season, Newcastle especially really pushing up for those top spots. I think they were pretty much crowned by this time last season. So who knows what's gone on there behind the scenes? I think it's possibly the lack of player interviews that we've been doing this season. We probably spurred the boys up a little bit, G'd them up to get them over the line. But yeah, it's an unfortunate result for them. But as you say, and the same goes for Loughborough coming back with that points deduction. Really went on a good run and managed to stack some points up. But potentially just maybe got the wind took out their sails. But Stirling at home is not an easy fixture at all, and that brings us on quite nicely to, like you say, the winners of these other fixtures. Stirling coming out to claim with 3-1 victory, and Nottingham at home 4-1 against Newcastle. Just so convincing from these teams, and it's no surprise, as you say, if we pull up the tables now, that these are the two teams at the top spots who look like they're going to be taking the title home at the end of the season.
Yeah, Nottingham continuing their really impressive form. I mean, they've had an absolute outstanding season. But yeah, we're crunching the numbers earlier. I think with the head to heads, it's still to play for. I mean, Sterling Nottingham last game of the season is going to be huge in the new year to see who's going to nab that top spot. First of all, they've got to do Heriot Watt. I'm sure the Nottingham fans will be turning out to that to give a bit of row on the sidelines. But yeah, all to play for. Massive few games to come. And yeah, I mean, they look like the best overall across the season. They are the best two teams, realistically. You know, they've had some big results. There was like 9-1 against Birmingham. Nottingham will be putting out 4-1s, 4-0s regularly. So yes, it's getting tight.
Yeah, definitely. And look, we'll have to see how it pans out. As I say, I'm just glad it's not ending the same way last season did because I'm not sure my old ticker could take it. But yeah, it's been fantastic from both teams the whole way through the season. And if either one of them to take it, you'd say it was well deserved. I think we're probably overhyping. We're doing our best to sell this division as always. This is our duty. But you could definitely say that if you were a Nottingham player, I might have given a little tipple before the game. To try and ease some confidence in, because realistically, if it was me, I'd be booking the tickets to Wembley around about now. But yeah, so I think that nicely pulls us onto the Southern Division, where we've got a few more highlights for you, including some definite big ones which we want to hang around for. So shall we get straight into it and kick off with the first game? Where do you want to start, Rob? Down south?
Down south, I think we got to head to Bath. Beautiful town of Bath. Town, city?
Oh, great question. I'm going to go based purely on the architecture. We're going to give it city status. Any people from Bath want to argue with us, send it to the mailbox at we're not asked UniSportHub.com. Let's get straight into it.
Yes, East London taking on Bath. I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful day. I don't know where, I'm not seeing these days in Manchester, but here we go. Bath with the first chance here. It's a good effort, all just now it's past the post.
Yeah, definitely. It's just New Zealand weather where I'm from, but East London looking with a quick return. We've got a man down in the box, but he's miraculously recovered, and he's the one who gets up to take the shot. And what a hero. Holding the ball in the box here. Keeper with a good save, falls outside the box, and Bath do well to make the clearance. The highlight rolls on. There's 2 balls on the pitch there. Somebody get a grip of this league.
Yeah, the 2 balls, they've done well to not get distracted. And he's definitely not got distracted. Oh! Top bins on the turn. East London taking the 1-0 lead away from home. Let's have a look at this one again.
This is the kind of guy who says he's had trials at West Ham, and he means it. What a finish to find the top left corner.
Yes, can they keep that pressure on as well with that 1-0 lead? It's a lovely little ball through. Oh, a little penalty shout there. I think he might have just nabbed the ball, so I think it's all good. But yeah, East London looking very, very, very scary.
Yeah, shameful penalty shout. I can't say I approve of that, but it's a lovely delivery at the near post. Fantastic header to get up there. Unmarked, really. He's got a free header, but it's amazing leaps. And these 2 boys celebrating. Again, it reminds me of me and my crossing goal. I think we've seen a few of them at the near stick, haven't we, Rob?
Yeah, I put plenty in the box, and you've risen many times to get the headers into the back post. But can Bath do anything here? His defending's not enough, and he can't quite get the shot away, or it just goes wide. 2-0 East London.
Yeah, fantastic performance there from East London. 2 great goals, and Bath not quite able to get away with any finishes. But both good performance from both teams. East London, 2 goals to be very proud of, and a goal of the season contender late on in the game. But Rob, now we're coming on to what we love in this league, and it's what this league is here for. Big F's small every time, or does it? Here we go. Chichester Hartpury highlights coming your way right now.
Get comfy, get your snacks ready. We've got a long highlight for you. This is the reason you've tuned in. This is the talk of the town at the moment. Chichester taking on the mighty, the impressive, the indestructible Hartpury, but they've broken them down early. It's a 1-0 lead to Chichester, and what a little ball to the, is it the winger probably? The number 10, playmaker, tucks it away lovely, and Chichester take what would be a surprising lead.
It's a great finish though, and it's really well worked for the goal to find the space. Hartpury just stuck in the mud a little bit there at the back, and now we're seeing the set pieces. Chichester with some wind in their sails, and here we go. No chance from the outside of the box, but you have to respect the effort. A lovely fake shot there. Keep them coming into the mixer. Big man gets up for it, and what a header to put them 2-0 up against the champions. That's a knee slide for the ages as well. Stick that up your corner flag. 2-0 to Chichester.
Yeah, Chichester quickly realising they're not a team with the big rockets to the edge of the box. They want the balls in there, get the big talisman up, getting those headers into the back post and doing what they do best, just destroying teams. They work their way to their wins, and they're doing this now. 2-0 in the first half. They've got the early payout. They've let Mayaka down for sure. But can they keep going here? Because Hartpury are going to be tough.
Yeah, I really hope so. And like I say, somebody buy this big man a pint when he gets into the boozer. He's battling. He's his shot. It goes into the goalie. Goalie can't hold it. And the Chichester boys know they've done enough now in the second half. They are celebrating as they should be. Lovely hold-up play. I'm watching Kiefer Moore down at Chichester. This is insane. Drills it in with his left peg. fantastic stuff, and this is what we want to see. If you are lanky, just like me, and you got size 11 boots, don't worry, there's place for you in this Chichester team, and Hartbury have got an absolute head loss.
This is why they're the people's champs. This is what the fans turn out for. They want to see Chichester take down the big dogs like they do all the time. Prove the doubters wrong. They've got a penalty as well. They're not making it four. They're not making it four, surely. He lines up. Oh, it's a rocket, but straight off the crossbar.
Yeah, and rightfully so. It's a good job because the goalie just couldn't have held for, surely. I mean, this is insane. I'm watching the right teams. It's a good save from the keeper to make some redemption of this. And Hartbury now working their way back into the ball. The flag is very questionable here. I think the linesman's letting them have it, floating one across the last. They just don't want it, these Hartbury lads. They know they're top of the division. They don't need the points the same amount. And yeah, he should really be sticking his head on that. It somehow stays in play. Ref's checking his watch. Has it gone over the line? Not quite. But yeah, I mean, Chichester at this point in the game surely know they've done enough.
Yeah, it's getting late in the game. It's good feet here. Oh, it's a good goal, to be fair. That's Hartbury showing their quality. It is always there. And it's just compliments to Chichester, really, that they've managed to control this for the whole game. You know, they've really been taking. They're the better team. They've been having all the chances. This is really Hartbury's only little spell towards the end of the game. It's really impressive. And yet, Chichester end it 3-1.
Yeah, and there you have it. Fantastic results. As I say, we don't mean to get excited, Harvey. We love you, obviously. You know, you're going to be in this division for a very long time, and so are we. So we'll get comfortable, and you know, we'll be there soon enough. Gloucester's not far, but come on, let us give it some props when it's rightfully so. Chichester down and out at the bottom of the league. They need these points more than ever, and they pull off a fantastic win. Yeah, great performance from everybody involved. As you say, we'd love to know if have they roped in some of the top division boys. You know, got some boys on loan for a couple free agents signed for that because that was a different breed of football I'm watching. But yeah, fantastic results. And now, as you say, we'll flick over to the table, and there you can see down at the bottom is where we'll start. Bath, unfortunate, couldn't quite fight back against a very good East London team. Down at the bottom of the league, are we panicking if we're from Bath yet, Rob, or you know, are we still holding out?
2 games to go. I mean, you've got to panic a little bit, but very exciting. Good fun at the bottom there, really, isn't it? You've got a team on 8, 9, 10. Maybe East London now can kind of put their feet up a little bit. Say we've got big enough gap. Well, no, East London can, I think. In fact, they, yeah, you got the approval. You know, don't even bother with the next few games now. You sound just safe. You know, if you don't want me to jinx it, that's me doing it there for you. But no, absolutely love it from East London. To be fair, they've taken it in their stride. As we've said many times, we love seeing the newly promoted teams showing that they belong in these leagues. But yeah, it's going to be sad to see one of these teams go. And yeah, Bath do look like a bit shaky times at the moment. They have got that game in hand though, which is huge. But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we'll all be sad to see the Bath X's, the derbies go. Always some fantastic games in the division. Always want to get the fans off their seats. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. It's not over till the fat lady sings. We know this Chichester's team. You know, are hopefully going to grind out results. But Bath definitely still got time to put some upsets in, and we've just seen in this league that nothing is final. So yeah, we'll have to see. Meanwhile, up at the top, like we say, it's looking like a bit of a battle. We've been saying Hartbury, you know, ran away with this, and I think they probably still have. If I was a gambling man, which I am, my money would probably still be fairly safe sat up there. But you know, I'd have a pound on the Archers.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a quid without a doubt. But yeah, realistically, as we've seen throughout this league, Hartbury have just been dominating it, and it's rightfully so. It's almost like they know it's their trophy to be taking, and it's going to be a big challenge for Cardiff Met at this point. Doable, but yeah, big challenge. I think Hartbury were always due to lose the game at some point. You can't go the whole season 10 wins. I mean, if anyone were to do it, it would be Hartbury. But yeah, it's looking tight.
True. I mean, and look, we've glossed over it there. We got a bit carried away with those Chichester highlights. I mean, you don't want to see, but I've pissed Prosecco up all the wall. But Cardiff Exeter 3-2 there, a fantastic result. You've got a feel for Exeter. I don't think they've had a bad season by any stretch of the imagination. Always chipping goals, and you can tell by the goal difference. These boys have not been down and out a lot this season. But the Archers just seem to be on a different level. Again, I don't want to claim any credit for this, but have we drawn some kind of intake of freshers? You know, is there a new breed? Let us know, Archers. Is this the same lads as last season? Or did you have lads turning up for trials saying, look, I was torn between here and Kiel, but I saw you boys cause a bit of an upset in the league, so I've joined. I don't know, but another fantastic result for them. Up at second place, safe as houses, which we couldn't say the same this time last season. Although obviously, who could forget at Andy, whatever he's called, United fan, second half of the season title charge that the Archers went on. Yeah, fantastic from them, and well-deserved second place. Get your feet up, boys, and enjoy a few pints before those last few games of the season.
Stay tuned. Next week, big fixtures will whack up on the screen. And of course, when we come back after Christmas, even bigger fixtures. So get your tickets, get your buses ready. Get the Ultras need to be coming down for those ones. I'm sure they will. But yeah, for now, we will catch you all next week.
Ta-ra in a bit.